The idea is that we engage. The idea is engage in depth. So that's really the idea. We're going to have a lot of time. We hope to stretch until about 2:30. Maybe at the final stretch to 3, depending on how it goes.
Excessive alcohol use has been associated with an increased risk for cancer. According to a study published in the Lancet, in just 1 year, excessive alcohol use was associated with 741,000. It increases your risk for cancer. It can cause impaired brain function. It can lead to addiction and dependence. And these are just to name a few. This list is not exhaustive. There are more dangers. So be careful, be honest with yourself and your loved ones. If you found this video to be helpful and informative, please like it and share it with the people you care about. I thank you for watching, and I want you to do your best to live your healthiest, happiest life. I'm Dr. Frida.
Not eat. It would change your life in the most dramatic way. 48% of people under age 40 have early onset mitochondrial dysfunction. You have to do this if you are alive and moderate. TCK is the hormone that makes you feel full, and ghrelin is the one that makes you feel hungry. You will have the chronic hunger if you're in the fat person, and you will lose the hunger to win. And that's why I actually lost way more than 100 pounds, because it was 20 gain 30, it was 30 gain 40, it was 40 gain 50, and you yo-yo. Everyone who's been fat knows what I'm talking about. You have fat pants in your closet. I don't own fat pants anymore. They're gone. Don't worry about that anymore. But it took a long time and a lot of research to get there. So, what you
saying you can fix that?
you can fix that. And the way
you're whatever you are.
Yeah.
No, not on my list.
But regular are going to get cut quickly. Those two things are going to create pain once a week.
Yeah.
And compared to an hour, apparently.
You see, SARMs have been designed to be more selective in their range in the receptor that enables it to bind to coactivated proteins and DNA in the nucleus of the cell. This then triggers a cascade of biochemical versatile with an ability to bind to many different receptors, while others are less so, with correspondingly lower binding affinity or more specialized binding affinity. Sounds promising, right? The first SARM, or selective androgen receptor modulator, to be developed was ostarine, also known as MK2H, is lost or becomes less robust, resulting in a loss of muscle mass and strength. It can occur as a result of malnutrition, age, genetics, a lack of physical activity, or certain medical conditions. Osteoporosis describes a condition where the normal balance between bone creation and bone resorption is weighted in favor of bone resorption. Those who currently use them are potentially research subjects accumulating data on their use, and at times there are unexpected side effects.
New drugs often get tested. Receptor modulators.
Yes, thanks King Kamali of Generation I. SARMs is a buzzword in gym locker rooms that have been quite prominent for the past few years.
Where are my SARMs, man?
Doesn't look like I used them. Look at your buddy. He has
Of the water prohibited list. Well, if water prohibits their use, then they must offer some sort of advantage then, correct? A 2019 study published in the Journal of Medicinal Chemistry found that treatment and drink may also have potential for promoting fat loss and improving body.
Hey, 9 on SARMs. I just put the carbs on my sushi. Let's go.
Now, at this point, it's worth reiterating that SARMs are indeed a class of drug. Wait, what's that 240p McGruff the crime dog? Plasmapheresis can be a life-saving treatment in specific medical emergencies.
They poke like a needle into your arm here, like a tongue, you know, like
Larger than a standard IV or intravenous needle. It came back apparently clean. But hold on, why 2 treatments? Dr. Sukrita Bhattacharjee et al. Wrote in a systematic review published in Springer Nature Comprehensive Medicine, 19 virus puts one at risk for, you guessed it, TTP, as suggested extensively and incorrectly identified something that appeared to be a white blood clot in Joe's blood. So to get a second opinion, he found out the first nurse made a mistake. Misidentifying TTP is not a small matter, and we sure as heck can't blame the vaccine for causing something that Joe acknowledges never actually existed.
there's these plague particles. This is the heavy metal that we have in the blood.
The whole thing just screws me out. That was such a crazy time, man.
It is hard to make sense of this timeline, and you may want to refer to Bradley's interview to formulate your own order of events. But to my eyes and ears, the situations he described leave us with 2 distinct possibilities. He received treatment for TTP based on an error that the nurse made, never actually having the clotting, before going to another doctor where he was treated for heavy metals. He received plasma for...
So I'm only left with about 45 minutes before I leave for work, and then I want to go take my bath, and I'm feeling a little bit low. So what do I do if I'm feeling a little bit low and I feel down and depressed? This is what I do. This is the only cure for depression. If you're feeling down and low, do some work. I'm getting there. One more set. just like that, all the stress has left my body. Now I can go take my shower and go to work and have a blast. Okay, people, see you next video.